friends out in YouTube land. How are you this evening? Hope things are going well for you. I have an idea for a craft that I'd like to show you how to do. Very simple but elegant. But before we get to that, I just wanted to show you this thing here. This is a cutting mat, but it's called a self-healing cutting mat. And people that have been in crafts for a long time certainly know about these, but for people that haven't been doing it as long, maybe don't realize that these are out there, and they're incredibly great tools for crafting or for sewing. I think a lot of people use these for quilting, you know, because they've got nice cut lines and stuff. So certainly that's great, because with the self-healing element, if you take a rotary razor for cutting fabric or whatever and put it on this, it's going to heal that cut line all by itself. It just heals it. And so this lasts for a really long time. If you have like an X-Acto knife and you're cutting small things, it's going to heal itself. So it's a great tool to have. And I got this at Joann Fabrics a few years ago, and it's not cheap. I mean, they're about 60, 70 bucks. This is, I think this is a bigger one. They do have, I think, another one that's a little bit bigger than this. But if you find a coupon, I found a coupon. They used to have a magazine that they put coupons in the back of, and they would have 20% or 30% or 40 or 50% off on different things. And so I used the 50% off coupon. It was like 50% off of anything not on sale in the store. So I'm like, bam, got it. So utilize the coupons. I'm sure Hobby Lobby would have something like this, and they always have a 40% off coupon for items that aren't on sale. So you just have to go to the app and pull it up, and then they'll scan it right off your phone, and you're good. So get you one of these for cutting, because inevitably you might want to work on something. I have a lot of different places to work on things at my house. I've got a little table in the family room, and I've got an area down in the basement. But especially if you're making these videos, I need a more well-lit area. So I'm working on at my kitchen table, and I really don't want to cut my kitchen table up. So this is a great way to, you know, watch it so that I'm not hurting it. So now let's get to the item that I really wanted to show you how to make. This is a mirrored and blinged out centerpiece platform, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. I'm calling it a platform. It's got mirrors on it, so it's going to reflect a lot of light, and it's got some bling on the edge here too, so that it really, you know, it's just nice and pretty for us girls that like the sparkle and the bling. This is a nice way to add it to our bathroom. It would be great on a sink with your makeup on top of it, or some candles or something, or on your dresser with a jewelry box or something, or like little jewelry hangers or whatever you might have on your dresser. It would also be great on a buffet with some candles and something sparkly, as well as on your dining room table, or maybe an entryway table or something like that. So just a lot of different places you can use this. I'm going to be using this at some craft shows that I've got coming up, just to display some snowmen, some light up snowball men or whatever I got with lights in it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then after I get done with it, I'll probably just use it for display somewhere in my house. So I'm going to show you how to make that. And I also made a couple of things to put on top of it, so to kind of give you an idea of what you can do with it. This is just a tall cylinder vase with ornaments in it and a little bow. Very simple, very elegant, and really looks kind of pretty on this mirrored platform. And then I also made this little taller one, and it's the same thing, just a little bit bigger and a little bigger ornaments. But I also, remember in my first video when I showed you the ornament with the light in it? Well, here it is. She's right there, and she's lighting up this vase, and this would just be really pretty in a dimly lit room or something, just to kind of add a little ambiance. But I just think it looks pretty. So that's an idea of something you can do with this platform. So let me gather a few things, and I'll get right back with you, and we're going to put this thing together. It's not going to take long. I'll show you everything you need and we'll get it done. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, folks, I'm back and we are gonna make this. So first I'm gonna take my Bluetooth off because I look silly with that thing on. Let me show you the things that you're gonna need to put together this platform decoration. First of all, you're going to need a piece of styrofoam poster board from Dollar Tree. It's $1. So I think it's the only size like this they have. So you're going to need that. And you're also going to need 6 of these glass tiles. They got fingerprints all over them, but we'll clean that up later. So you need 6 of these, and you need to check and make sure that they are the same size. Because what I found was I bought a bunch of these, about like 12 of them, and some of them, I had like 4 that were smaller, so I had to go back and find the sizes that were all the same. So make sure, you put them on a flat surface and, take your fingers around and make sure that they're all the same size. So do that. We need 6 of those. And we also need, for the bling around the outside, for the first one that I made, I used this diamond wrap that you get from Dollar Tree, and they have different colors there. You can pick whichever color you like. I just think that the diamond color is my favorite for this particular item. So I used this on the original, and it looks like when you get it off the roll, it looks like this, only like there's 5 rows, but this is what I cut off. I only used 3 rows on mine of this, so it's this, but only 3 rows. Okay, but I've decided to use something different on this one, make it a little different. So this is the original that I used, but figure it in 3 rows. I'm going to use this one for this one. I'm going to try using a different one and see how I like it. So this I've got on not YouTube. Why do I want to say YouTube? On Amazon, and I'll put a link down below so you can go there and buy this if you want to do that. This was a big roll though, y'all. This was really big. Let me show you how big it was. It comes in a really big roll. Yeah, looks like big. There's a lot of it here. This would be great if you are doing a wedding or something though. And I think this was like 13 bucks or something. It wasn't real expensive, but there's a lot of it, and it is really pretty. So I will put the link for this below, and just remember, if you don't need this much, this is maybe not the way to go. But I do a lot of crafting, so you never know. All right, so we got our bling, we've got our styrofoam poster board, and we got our mirrors and some of the utensils that we're going to need. Let's see, where's my glue? There it is. We're going to need a pen or a marker. I'm not sure if the pen's going to write on the styrofoam, so either or. We're going to need something to cut the styrofoam with, which I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. You can use whatever you're feel safe using. Scissors would probably work. I don't know if the line would be quite as clean, but or like a serrated knife even, maybe. I don't know. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And also, I'm going to use this to remove some foam off of the bottom of the mirrors. So this is just like a little razor. It's a razor blade, so it's sharp. Safety first. I'll show you what we're going to do with that, but we're going to need that. And then a knife for the hot glue, because I don't want to burn my fingers off, so I'm going to use this to press. And then the hot glue gun. And I normally have a bigger hot glue gun, but both my hot glue guns went out today. They're just not getting hot enough to melt the glue. So I'm going with a smaller one, so hopefully we can get this project done with the smaller one. If not, we may have to make another video, and I'll have to go get another one. And then also, real quick, I forgot to bring this over. I'm going to use some tacky glue as well. to go along with the hot glue. So we're going to do that. So we'll use some tacky glue. All right, so let's get started. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take these mirrors and we're going to lay them out in 2 rows of 3. Okay. And we're going to make sure that they're all lined up properly. You like so that they're all exact. And this is why it's so important that these are all the same size, because if there's one that's too small, it's not going to line up right. This one still has foam feet on it. I've removed a lot of them already. All right, so get it all lined up to your edges on the board on both sides. And oh, for goodness sake, that one I need to remove feet too. All right, so that looks pretty good. All right, and now we're going to take our pen or marker, whichever one we're going to use, and we're going to draw. We're going to trace around here, and that's where we're going to cut. So hopefully it's leaving. I'm going to go ahead and just mark it out, and then we'll check it out in a minute, make sure it's marking. All right, we're going to mark this side. Yeah, it looks like it's marking. Okay, and I will tell you a quick secret. We're going to cut 2 pieces of this styrofoam poster board, but well, I'll show you. Well, I'll just show you. Okay, so we're going to remove the mirrors. All right, kind of set them aside for now. And we're going to take our X-Acto knife. I do kind of need a pair of glasses. I feel like I need a pair of glasses for the cutting part. So, carefully with your cutting utensil, let's, and because too we're on our self-healing mat, it doesn't matter if we go down into the mat because it's going to heal itself and the cut's not going to matter. So let's do this. So sometimes I'm not the best straight cutter, but all right. Go back here and kind of straighten this out just a little bit. Okay. Go. Not bad. But now what I was going to show you is this piece will actually lay down exactly on this other side over here. So you don't really have to lay them back on to do another one. It just works out perfectly. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to hold it down and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut right up against this other piece. I feel like I'm awkward though. Okay, so now we're just gonna break that apart there. Okay, so now we have our 2 pieces. Let's get this out of the way. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our tacky glue and we're just gonna put a bunch of it on here. We're going to glue these 2 pieces together. Like that. I might have gone a little crazy over here with this. So I'm going to use this knife. I might have to get another one. Alright. I should have brought a napkin. Alright. So, let me get a towel here or a napkin. All right, and we're going to glue these together. I don't really think I need any hot glue on there. I think it's going to be fine. I really do. I think it'll adhere pretty quickly. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. It's a little bit off. I may have to trim it up just a little bit. Maybe not. We'll see. You know what? I think I'm going to do... Of course, if you get glue on here, you probably should let that up. Just gets a little, just moving around a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my mirrors. Let that set for a minute. On the bottom of these mirrors, they have these little spongy or foam pieces too, so that you don't scratch the table if you're just going to lay them on a table or something. But we're going to go ahead and take those off, which is what this little handy dandy tool is here. This is also great for scraping paint off your window if you're painting your trim around your window and you get some paint on the window. So we're going to go ahead and just remove these little guys here, so that way it will lay flat. The first one I made, I didn't remove them, and I kind of wished I would have, so I'm going to remove them on this one. Just gives it a more flat feeling. And I removed most of them already so that I didn't have to waste a lot of time on that. So this one. This was the one I was going to show you on, and then I found a different one that I wanted to use. Okay. So let's get those off. All right. One more. Be careful with razor blades, people. I know I feel like I'm like a mom talking to kids, but you know, sometimes you just have to be reminded a little bit to be careful. All right, so now what we're going to do is take these and we're going to glue them onto here. And we're going to glue these on with the tacky glue and some hot glue, just because the tacky glue is not going to set up as quickly as the hot glue, and so we just want the hot glue for stability. Got a little bit right there. Let's just keep touching it. Okay. I'm a mess. Okay. All right. It's pretty tacky. All right, so let's put a bunch of glue on here. Just put a bunch on there. Heck with it. All right. And then we're going to take the hot glue gun. And it's just a little teeny hot glue gun though, so we'll see what happens here. It's giving me some though. I'm just going to throw some of this on here just to set it up really pretty good. Hopefully I can get these on before this. I probably should have just done one at a time. But no! Alright. Come here, glue stick. Alright. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's get these on really fast. I would say if you're going to use the hot glue gun, you probably should put it on the back of the tile instead of the way I just did it, because I have to work really fast now. And if you're not that confident with yourself in this, then I would say wait, because it's already setting up. All right, so get that on there. All right. Really? Seriously? Let me get a couple of napkins. Evidently I need it. All right. Never mind my messiness. Let's see. We're going to peel it up. And this is what happens when you put the hot glue on and it's nighttime. So we're going to put just a little bit more on here just to let it set up. Okay. And get it laid out properly. Okay. Really? The nice thing about hot glue, you can just peel that stuff right off. And off of here too. The tacky glue is not critical because it's not dry yet. But yeah. So definitely just put it on the back of the tile, not on the poster board. Okay. Let's try it again. Much better idea. See, but I'm just learning, you know, I made one, but you know, you're on film or on camera, it's just a little different. All right, so let's get that all set. I will remove the glue on the glass in a little bit here. Probably use my I'm not liking how that's going either, so we're going to remove this one and go ahead and redo it. It's okay, you guys should see mistakes. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes, and it's not the end of the world. You just work around it. You just figure it out. I learned that from another one of my YouTube channels that I follow. All right, so let's do a little bit of hot glue on here. And I'm going to have a lot to clean up here, I think. Okay. My mat's going to be so bad at me. Okay. That glue will all wash right off, so it's not a big deal. All right, so I think it's going to be okay. Let me get a rag real quick. I'm going to wipe that off. Because it's easier to clean it off when it's a little bit damp rather than wait till it's completely dry. So let's try to clean that up a little bit. Yeah, okay, no problemo. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the trim around the outside, which is going to be this. And it's just going to sit on there like that. Pretty cute, huh? I think so. So, we're going to tip this up a little bit. And we're going to take our glue gun. We're going to do this with the glue. All right. And that's where'd my little knife go? I did get some glue on there, so I do want to clean that off. All right. Oh, look what happened there. That is not good. All right. Well, you know what we're going to do? I don't have enough stuff that I can just stop this video and redo all this. So it is just going to be what it is. All right. Let's put some hot glue on there. Like that. And put it back in place here. No. There we go. Feel the heat. I can feel the heat. I can feel the heat. All right. I'm afraid to pick it up. All right. So we're going to take the hot glue gun. I'm going to do like halfway around here. Just kind of ziggy zag back and forth a little bit. Get some on there. I'm going to take our bling, and we're going to, it's going to stick up over the top a little bit, but that's okay. Go ahead and just lay it on there. Make sure it's in the right spot. And kind of press it down with your knife or whatever you use to not burn your fingers off when you're doing this. All right, we're going to flip it. And we're going to put some more hot glue up here. Just kind of zigzag it back and forth to make sure that if there's low spots on the board that you get it on both pieces so that it will stick. All right. Make sure it's like lined up the way you want it. The worst thing about this hot glue is these strings. It's horrible. But it's a quick way to get something adhered, that's for sure. Like that. Flip it over again. Let's glue this side. We're going to do the whole length of this. Well, actually, we can do part of it if that's what you're more comfortable with. Guess who needs another stick? Because this is small sticks. I'm used to bigger sticks. Okay. Let's get her going here. All right. Kind of weave back and forth. Back and forth. Let's put that on. Alright. Make sure it's lined up properly. Okay. Now let's glue the rest of the length. Oh, come on, you little guy. Alright. Go back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Put it down. So this isn't too bad. I'm not burning my fingers, so I'm not using the knife, but if you have a tendency to burn yourself with hot glue, then, and this might be a low temp glue too, I'm not really sure because it doesn't really say on here. So, all right, let's do this length of this. I feel like sometimes I'm standing here with my mouth open like I'm ready to catch flies or something. That's not attractive, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Let's flip this around here. I did measure this prior to making it, but if you, once you get your two pieces glued together, you can just take that and wrap it around to see exactly how much you need to cut. And I had already done that prior to. I should have told you that. So, yeah, you would just take it and wrap it around the whole thing and then clip it where you need to clip it to get your measurement. You don't want to be fooling with that when you've got it on here already. All right, let's see if I can make it. I should be able to make it with the glue I've got in here. Ends up perfectly, yay. Hot glue everywhere on my hands. All right, so there is, it's on there. I really like it. I like it with that florally look. So we're going to let that set for just a second. I'm going to run over and get some paper towels and some window cleaner to clean that up a little bit. All right, she's back. Let's clean this up just a little bit here. Make it look a little better. Nobody likes fingerprints on the mirror, right? Okay. So, what we've learned here today is put the tacky glue on the glued together pieces, and then on each individual mirror tile, you do the hot glue and then place it, because that really dries fast on this styrofoam. All right, so there we go. I think it's all right. I think it's going to be really nice. So I'll pull out the other one, and you guys can pick. Let me get some of this glue paper stuff off of here. And glue everywhere, everybody. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let me pull the other one that was already made up here, and you can decide for yourself which one you like better. I think they are both pretty great, pretty nice actually, with the different, it's got different edging, so you just have to decide what you like for edging better. But if you don't want to buy a big roll, certainly the diamond wrap here would be fine, and you can get it at Dollar Tree, and it's $1 roll, and one roll is plenty to do around here with some to spare. So there you go. There's how you make one of these platforms. I think we can put something on there to show you what it looks like. Actually, I'm going to put something on here to give you a little tease for the next video that I want to do. So, the next video I'm going to do is for the snowman. I'll probably do a different face on him, but what do you think about that? Pretty cute. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the next project, so I think he's pretty cute, and I look forward to making these, or showing you how to make these. And also, let me just go ahead and put the display on this too. See if you can find some of these vases and some ornaments. I think a lot of my vases I just got at thrift stores. I've got a really tall, great big one, but that was a little bit big for this. But just go to thrift stores, see what you can find there. But in the meantime, I've got that little thumbs up right underneath this picture. Just look right down there at the bottom, like right under the picture. Thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. And that shows me that you like what you're seeing. And also leave some comments if you want. And share it on Facebook. Share it. Tell people about it. Have them come in and enjoy it. And I really have a good time. I really had a good time doing this. It'll get better. I think it'll get faster, and maybe I'll do a little less of this, but I'm learning. So bear with me and come back and visit often. I'm going to try to keep putting videos up, and try to help you guys with some of my knowledge, whatever that's worth. I don't know. But anyway, have a great night. We'll see you on the next video, and take care. Good night.